What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Shadow, where we talk all things anime, comics, and everything in between. And yeah, we going over Madara Uchiha again. I know some of y'all liked that last Madara video. Some of y'all, really didn't. But, I needed a video idea. And the next Sharingan theory video I have is going to be...
What's up? Can a low come up in your crib?
about Fugaku. So before we go any further into this, I'm pretty sure some people are like,
what's a Sharingan?
I'm gonna explain it to you, because some of y'all either don't know Naruto, you know Naruto, but you don't give a fuck, or you just, here for the comic book side of my content. This is your first ever anime video. So when it comes to a Sharingan, first off, you gotta be an Uchiha. So how do you become an Uchiha? Well, you gotta be a descendant of Indra. And if you're a descendant of Indra, you gotta be a descendant of Hagoromo. Well, how do you become a descendant of Hagoromo? Well, first off, you gotta have it to where there's an Otsutsuki that comes down to earth for whatever mysterious reason. And then a bold ass human decides, you know what, since I got some strong swimmers, 9 months later, after you do the hanky panky and the devil's tango a couple of times, a couple of rituals by, the moonlight and candlelight, listening to Luther Vandross, Hagoromo. The only other ways you can is if you gather all 7 Dragon Balls and summon Shenron, get a genie, and use one of your 3 wishes. Thanos snap it into reality. I don't fucking know. But basically, let's get into this. So with Madara Uchiha, first things first, I had to look this up a little bit. Don't expect me to know the names. I don't really care too much. All I'm going over is his abilities and what it would possibly be. So when it comes to a Sharingan, I gotta explain this a little bit more. When it comes to a Sharingan, there are 2 types of Sharingan. Your base Sharingan is the 3-token base Sharingan. It gives you the ability to read, copy, and predict movements. Read movements to where you can predict what your opponent is doing. Copy movements, if not copy jutsus, aka Kakashi Hatake, or Sasuke when he fought against Gaara, and Gaara ending up had PTSD from when he fought Rock Lee. And then when eventually you evolve, well, actually, no, you do, before I go any further, when ending up, what happens is that not only do you have the ability to read, copy, and predict movements, you also gain the ability to use Genjutsu. Not to like a crazy, broken ass extent, but you can counter Koronize Genjutsu. After, you have some weird event happen to you where you have a rush of emotions. Yeah, I know technically it's supposed to be hatred, love, and whatever the fuck else, but you can activate it by love. Look at Cyhadow. You can have it to where you activate your Mangekyo Sharingan. And what's your Mangekyo? Well, it's basically even more, it's basically gives you a boost in what you already have, plus something more broken. The only counter to that is that you ending up go blind the more you use it. So it's basically perfectly balanced in my opinion. The only way for you not to go blind is if you gain somebody's eyes that's your brother or sister. But here's the thing, it's a little weird, or technically a family member. It's weird. I don't really understand it. I'm gonna make a further in-depth video of my thoughts on the Uchiha eye swapping crap. But truthfully, I believe you could just grab any Uchiha eye, almost any Uchiha eye, and ending up gain Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan or EMS. Either way, after you gain EMS, you don't go blind no more. But let me explain, the Mangekyo. There's 2 types of eyes. The eye of insight and the eye of hypnotism. The eye of insight basically gives you some broken ass power that ranging from Kamui, which gives you access to your own pocket dimension to where you can either transport people in and out of, send yourself in and out of, make yourself intangible, and just whatever the hell else. The eye of hypnotism gives you the ability to have it to where you have an even more powerful genjutsu. So key things are, Itachi's Tsukiyomi, Kodo Natsukami, which is Shisui's, and whatever the hell Obito had, because he had, I'm going on record for saying this, I feel like he had the 3rd strongest Mangekyo Sharingan Genjutsu, because he was able to put Yagura, the Mizukage, and a Jinchuriki under his control, which created the Blood Mist Village. You can have either one of each eye, so you can have 1 eye of hypnotism and 1 eye of insight. You can have 2 eyes of insight, or you can have 2 eyes of hypnotism. It just really depends on the certain situation. Now let's get into the real thing. Madara's ability. When it comes to Madara, we know for the fact these 2 things. Number 1, he's fought, oh my gosh, Madara's just fucking broken in the first place. Madara was able to fight for 24 hours straight. And that's mainly due to his chakra pool, but I'm pretty sure his eyes had something to do with it. But at the same time, But the main thing that I'm really focusing on is that the fact that he was able to program Izanagi to work for him at a time delay. Now, I'm pretty sure some of y'all like,
well, any Sharingan user can just do that. That makes no sense. Any Sharingan user can do that.
yes, but let me explain for a second. When you normally use Izanagi has it to where it happens immediately after the event happens, right? And then there's like a 1 minute time frame, where space and time doesn't give a fuck, right? So with that being said, the fact that Madara was able to delay it by I don't know how fucking long, I feel like his Sharingan ability has something to do with time. And it's either one of these two things. Either Madara has the ability, actually no, it is these two things. And again, I don't have any proof of this, so I can't really say, but bear with me. Specific time abilities, One Eye can either can freeze or stop time for a certain time period, or just do it in general for how long he wants it. And the other eye can reverse time. I feel like that's a part, because there's no other reason. I feel like since that's broken in itself, the ability to control time. And the reason why I feel that way is because if you look at his eyes, sometimes, I'm not saying this is the case, but in some forms of fictions, if you look at a time machine, and when the time machine works, and if it spins in a circle, it kind of reminds me of the way that Madara's eyes look. I'm not saying that's always the case, but it kind of reminds me of, it depends on what movie. So with that being said, his eyes have to do something with time. And I believe personally it's either freezing or stopping in one eye, and then slowing down and reversing time. Freezing, stopping, or slowing down time, and the other one can reverse time. Some people are going to be like, well, how do you have proof of it? Some people may say this is canon, some people may say it's not. There's a video game, I don't remember which one, don't ask me. It was a Naruto video game where they said some of it in it is canon, some of it in it is not, and it's where Madara was fighting Hashirama, like fucking always. Ending up, Madara used his Mangekyo Sharingan ability to reverse time. Again, I'm not too sure if that's canon or not, but I feel like since this is my video, I feel like that's the fucking case, and I feel like this actually fits Madara a little bit better. If you're able to program your Sharingan eye to use Izanagi at a certain time period, when everybody else says, oh, you can only use it within the 1 minute time frame of a certain event happening, and then you lose your eye. But I feel like that has to be one of them. Not only that, but I feel like, well, it kind of shows in some instances to when Madara was fighting, in the 4th grade Shinobi World War, there looked like times where Madara was just moving way too fucking fast to what we were seeing. Like when he ran through everybody like he was fucking Aaron Donald running through an offensive line. We didn't see him move, but we just saw him running through, and people were just flying fucking everywhere. I'm not saying that's a factor in this. I just feel like I should bring that up because people were just flying through. I like my idea better, and the fact that he was slowing down time to knock every single person out that he was running through. Either way, that's gonna be the end of this video. I will end up make the Fugaku video. I'll make the video of how I feel the Uchiha eye swap and shit works, and I feel like it's kind of broken, but not broken, and it makes no sense, and blah 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 blah. But I'll make those videos eventually. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Next death battle hopefully will be a Uchiha death battle. I don't know, but we'll see. Either way, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.